Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to this amazing journey of finance. So when you listen to this word finance, what comes to your mind? Let me tell you students that finance means different things to different people. Some people think it means economy, it means salary, or for some people the term finance means loans. Various things are there. But as a student of finance, what does basically finance means? So let me tell you students as a subject, finance refers to all the activity that are related to money in a corporate world. Therefore, when we study this subject of finance, we are not talking finance in general terms, but we are talking finance in a specific terms. So what is that specific terms? We are talking about corporate finance, all the financial activity in a corporate world. So what does finance means? As an introduction, finance refers to the planning, organizing, directing and controlling of financial activity in an enterprise. Now, as it relates to the function of management, it also has an objective. What is that objective? The objective of finance management or financial management is wealth maximization of the shareholders. Now, this is a distinct topic, so I cannot cover this topic in the introductory video. So we'll talk about this later on. Now we'll see the hierarchy of an organization and what is the area that fits into this hierarchy. So chief finance officer is basically the head of any finance department. So as a student of finance, you should be knowing this, that a chief finance officer is among the top management level in any organization. He is accompanied by a controller, a treasurer, internal auditor and his team in an organization. So it is very important to understand that finance management is not a low level management, but it's a top level management. And if any one of you is interested to make your career in finance, you should know that you can climb up to the top level in the organization structure. Now let us talk about the functions of a finance manager. What does functions of a finance manager means? The functions of a finance manager means what does a finance manager do in an organization? Have you ever thought what does a finance manager do in a company? He has a team, and what does the team do in that company? They have office, they have staffs. But what is the basic work that they do for the company? The functions of finance manager can be divided into two broad categories. First is the primary function and second is the auxiliary function. The primary function of a finance manager is procurement of funds, investment of funds, liquidity decision and dividend decision. Let us look into these functions of finance management into a little detail. Procurement of funds. What does procurement of funds means? We know that when we want to start a business, the business will have some fixed assets like plant and machinery, buildings and other things. Where does the company get the money to purchase all these fixed assets? The finance department is responsible to provide the money to purchase these long-term fixed assets. Also, the finance department is bestowed with the responsibility of arranging short-term funds. Now, what is the difference between short-term funds and long-term funds? Let me explain you with the help of an example. Suppose you purchase a car and that car costs you 10 lakhs rupees. So this is a capital investment, and by default that car will have a depreciation that will be charged every year. So the investment in car is a capital expenditure and long-term investment. But the car cannot run by its own. It requires day-to-day expenditure, like you have to fill petrol into the car. You have to purchase insurance. You have to look after the daily maintenance, and that will also involve some cash and some money. So you see that purchase of car is a capital expenditure and it requires a long-term funds. But to run a car, you require short-term funds, which we call working capital. Both the funds are important. And without the working capital, the car will not run. The same applies in the case of company also. the short-term funds of the working capital mobilizes the fixed assets. And the finance manager or the finance department is bestowed with the responsibility of arranging funds for the company, both long-term and short-term. Now let us take an example. This is Alex, and he wants to start a peanut manufacturing company. Alex is very fond of peanuts. So you see, he is dreaming of peanuts and he would want to start a peanut firm. But then there is a problem. From where will the money come to purchase all those plants, plants and equipments and all those fixed assets? So Alex knows that to purchase this machine, he will have funds. He will require funds, and he does not have funds. Alex has a friend, and his name is Bob. Bob has done a BBA from a management institute, and he knows about finance, and he agrees to help Alex in his venture. He told Alex that he could arrange funds from the stock market. Bob tells Alex that he should first incorporate his firm and register and get his firm listed in one of the stock exchange. And then he can issue the shares to the public at large. And when the public will invest in the share of his company, he will get adequate funds. Bob also told Alex that he has to convince the investor to invest in his company. So he will have to issue some prospectus, which will tell his business plan. And he will have to pursue those investors to invest in his company. Now, Alex went to his friends and he tells his business idea, and he said that peanut idea is a very excellent idea, is a very good idea. And if they will invest their money, they all will have plenty of dividends, and everyone will have a very wonderful time, and they will have plenty to eat. Their friends were very excited, and they thought that, you know, investment in Alex fund is a wonderful idea, and they agreed to invest in Alex fund, Alex company. Alex got the money, and he installed all those plant and machinery, and now he started running his firm. But then again, there was a problem. Alex, though he purchased all the plant and machinery, but he did not have money for the working capital. That means he did not have money to pay the salary to his workers. He did not have money to purchase the raw material for the business. Again, Bob came in very handy. He told Alex that the bank provides working capital loan to the business. Now the entire problem of Alex was sorted, and he started running the business very smoothly. Now let us come to the first slide, procurement of funds. Now you understood that Alex got funds from the stock market for the long-term investment. He got working capital loan from the bank. So similarly, our finance department has to time provide funds to the company for the long-term and short-term purpose, or short-term investment, long-term and short-term investment purpose in the business. Now, next important primary function of a finance manager is investment of funds. Now, investment of funds requires decision making, which plant or which machine to purchase and which not to purchase. So there is always a wrong and right decision, and the finance department he is bestowed with the responsibility of always making a right decision. He has to purchase plant and machinery which will give high returns. ROI means return on investment. So the finance department is always under pressure that whatever plants and equipments are purchased for the business, they should be very profitable to the firm, or for that they have to do a cost benefit analysis. The finance department also has to invest in short-term investment like current assets. These current assets reflects the working capital of a company. So the short-term investments are made in the current assets like debtors, stock, bills receivable, and many others. The next decision is the liquidity decision, and the finance manager is responsible, and his team is responsible to maintain correct liquidity in a business. What is the liquidity? Liquidity is maintaining a right proportion and right amount of cash and cash equivalent. Now, if a high amount of cash and cash equivalent are kept by the company, then the investment proportion will be less and the profitability will decrease. If the business keeps low amount of liquidity, the profitability will increase because the investment will be more in the firm, but there will be a solvency issue in the firm. So a right amount of cash has to be kept with the company so that it may meet its external liabilities, at the same time a right amount of investment should also be facilitated by the company. The last is the dividend decision. Now, dividend means, let's come to the story of Alex. His friend supported him and purchased the share of his company. And now this is the time to share the profit. Now, dividend means dividing out the profit to the shareholders. Now, again, the finance department has to keep some money as reserves, and also he has to satisfy the shareholders at the same time. So they have a divided interest. The shareholder will always want huge dividend, but the company would like to keep reserves for the contingencies and uncertainties in the business. Apart from the primary function, the auxiliary functions are controller and treasurer. These are two key positions that is held by the finance department. Controller basically means he has to look into all the internal affairs of the company, like preparing of accounts, profit and loss, balance sheet, cash flow, fund flow statement, budgeting, payroll, and taxation. Whereas the treasurer is responsible to maintain the relationship with the external environment, like interaction with the bank, so that time to time they may get loan for the working capital. He also has to maintain good relationship with the investors. If there is a merger and acquisition possibility that is profitable to the company, he will have to avail those opportunities time to time. He is also responsible to maintain a relationship with other government and the statutory organization at the same time. So I hope you all have understood, and this was the basic introduction about the finance. And that's all from my side for today, and we'll continue our lecture in the next session. Thank you so much.